Welcome to Reno's World, the place where mystery meets reality and the unknown is just waiting to be uncovered. I'm your host, Reno Rains, and tonight we're diving deep into one of the most controversial, mind-bending conspiracies out there, Philip Schneider and the Dulce Bay story. Was he really a government whistleblower? Did he expose a hidden war between humans and extraterrestrials deep beneath the New Mexico desert? Or was it all part of a carefully crafted disinformation campaign? We've got shocking details, unsettling claims, and some revelations that will make you question everything. So buckle up, hit that like button, follow the show, and drop a comment, because by the end of this episode, you won't believe what we uncover. Stay tuned, it all starts right now. Dulce Bay is said to be hidden beneath Archuleta Mesa, located on the Colorado-New Mexico border near the small town of Dulce. This remote and rugged area, part of the Jicarilla Apache Reservation, provides the perfect cover for secret underground operations. Conspiracy theorists describe Dulce Bay as a vast labyrinth of tunnels, chambers, and high-tech laboratories carved deep into the earth. It is often depicted as having multiple levels, each dedicated to different functions, such as research labs, holding cells for abductees, and storage areas for advanced alien and military technology. The base is allegedly inhabited primarily by gray aliens, small gray-skinned beings with large black eyes. Some theories also mention reptilian humanoids. The facility is claimed to be staffed by U.S. military personnel or secret government agents working alongside the aliens. There are also claims that abducted humans are detained there for experiments. Alleged activities. The facility is rumored to be a site for secret experiments, ranging from genetic manipulation, including the creation of hybrid beings, to mind control research and the development of advanced energy or anti-gravity technology. Some versions of the story suggest that, in exchange for allowing aliens to use the base, the U.S. government receives advanced technology. The base has also been linked to various unexplained phenomena, such as UFO sightings, cattle mutilations, and even underground battles between alien factions and government forces. Origins of the Dulce Base legend. The Dulce Base narrative began taking shape in the late 1970s. Albuquerque businessman Paul Benowitz claimed that he had intercepted electronic communications from alien spacecraft and believed he had pinpointed a secret facility near Dulce. By the early 1980s, his assertions had made their way into the popular press. Key dates and figures. 1979. Benowitz's initial claims about alien communications and underground installations emerge. 1983, his story begins appearing in newspapers and other media outlets. Paul Benowitz, often credited as the catalyst of the Dulce Base conspiracy, his experiences sparked widespread interest. John Lear, a noted ufologist who, by the late 1980s, claimed to have independent confirmation of the base's existence. Thomas Allen Levesque promoted detailed stories of Dulce Base before later admitting that many aspects were fabricated. Cultural impact. Over the years, Dulce Base has become a staple subject in UFO documentaries, books, and fiction. Conferences, such as the Dulce Base UFO Conference in Dulce, have been held to discuss the theory. Books like Project Beta by Gregory J. Bishop examine the role of figures like Benowitz, while various documentaries explore topics such as alleged underground battles and secret alien-human experiments. Dulce Base remains a popular topic on UFO websites, forums, and social media, where enthusiasts continue to debate its veracity and share purported evidence. Despite the lack of verifiable proof, the legend endures as one of the most compelling and enduring UFO conspiracy theories. Dulce Base is one of the most chilling and controversial conspiracy theories out there. But what if someone claimed to have seen it firsthand? That's where Philip Schneider comes in. Who was he, and why did he risk everything to expose what he knew? Philip Schneider described himself as a geologist, civil engineer, and former government contractor. He asserted that he was directly involved in the construction of secret underground facilities for the U.S. government. According to Schneider, these bases were designed not only for military purposes, but also as sites of clandestine interactions with non-human entities. During the early 1990s, Schneider began giving lectures and interviews in which he detailed his alleged insider experiences. His presentations were a mix of technical details about underground construction and geology and sensational claims about extraterrestrial involvement in human affairs. Schneider claimed that the U.S. government, along with allied international agencies, had built extensive underground networks. These facilities, he stated, were used for everything from military operations to housing covert experiments and even as bases for alien interactions. His descriptions included elaborate tunnels, massive concrete structures, and defensive systems purportedly built to protect against both terrestrial and extraterrestrial threats. One of Schneider's most controversial assertions was that he had witnessed and sometimes participated in battles involving UFOs and their pilots. He described encounters with beings he identified as reptilian or otherwise non-human, suggesting that a hidden war was being waged beneath the Earth's surface. Schneider claimed that during a construction project, his team was suddenly ambushed by aliens. He described the attackers as towering beings equipped with advanced energy weapons. In his narrative, a violent firefight erupted underground, resulting in the deaths of dozens of military personnel and several of the aliens. Schneider even detailed the injuries he sustained, most famously, a severe wound where he said a laser-like beam opened him up like a fish, leaving a lasting scar and disfigured hand. These dramatic details have made his story a cornerstone in the realm of underground alien conspiracies and secret government projects. Schneider also implicated high-level government figures and secret agencies in an ongoing cover-up of these underground and extraterrestrial operations. He claimed that knowledge of these projects was being systematically suppressed from the public. Among his various predictions, Schneider spoke of an Earth-death timeline, a sequence of catastrophic events that would eventually lead to the demise or radical transformation of human civilization. These events were portrayed as part of a larger cosmic or engineered process where natural disasters, nuclear conflicts, and even extraterrestrial interventions would dramatically reshape the planet. While details varied between his lectures, the overarching narrative was that humanity was on a collision course with unprecedented disasters. This element of his story resonated strongly within the UFO and conspiracy communities, despite a lack of corroborating evidence from independent sources. The mysterious death of Philip Schneider. Philip Schneider died in January 1996. Official records often list his death as a suicide, but conspiracy theorists have long argued that the circumstances were suspicious, suggesting that he was silenced to prevent further disclosure of secret operations. The mystery surrounding his death only deepened the lore around his claims. Many conspiracy theorists assert that Schneider was found in his apartment under circumstances that pointed to a violent, staged scene. In these accounts, he was discovered with evidence suggesting a military-style execution rather than a straightforward suicide or natural death. Some reports allege that he was found with either piano wire or a rubber hose wrapped around his neck, and that there were signs of torture on his body. Moreover, conspiracy sources emphasize that all the documents, photos, and videos he planned to release, detailing his claims about secret underground military bases, had mysteriously vanished from his apartment, fueling suspicions of a cover-up. Schneider's legacy and the conspiracy theories. Despite, or perhaps because of, the controversial nature of his claims, Schneider remains a central figure in UFO and underground conspiracy lore. His lectures continue to be circulated online and discussed in various forums, inspiring further investigation and debate about the possibility of secret government programs and extraterrestrial contact. Philip Schneider's story is a blend of technical descriptions, sensational claims, and apocalyptic predictions. While his assertions about underground bases, alien encounters, and the Earth-death timeline have captivated a segment of the public, mainstream researchers and experts have not found credible evidence to support his narrative. His life and untimely death have cemented his status as a cult figure in conspiracy theory circles, a symbol of the murky intersection between government secrecy and extraterrestrial speculation. For anyone exploring these topics, it is advisable to approach Schneider's claims with caution and a critical mindset, balancing the intriguing details against the absence of corroborated proof. Allegations of government cover-ups. Conspiracy sources assert that Schneider was targeted by government operatives whose mission was to discredit him, flood the media with conflicting information, and ultimately isolate him from credible allies. These narratives claim that such agents, often described as men in black or undercover operatives from agencies like the FBI, CIA, or military intelligence, played a role in driving him into a state of paranoia and distress. Proponents of this view suggest that Schneider's claims about underground bases and UFO encounters were not merely dismissed by bureaucracies, but were actively countered by disinformation campaigns. According to these accounts, operatives engaged in psychological warfare intended to confuse and destabilize him, although specific documented evidence for such operations is lacking in public records. Despite frequent assertions on conspiracy theory websites and in underground publications, no reliable, verifiable evidence has emerged that confirms the identities of individual agents or operatives allegedly involved. Many sources refer vaguely to government agents or disinformation operatives without providing names or documented proof. Some accounts mention that Schneider encountered visits from individuals claiming to be government representatives. However, these narratives rarely, if ever, offer detailed personal information, such as full names or confirmed agency affiliations that could be cross-checked with official records. This lack of specifics makes it difficult to ascertain which, if any, of these claims have any factual basis. Mainstream researchers, journalists, and government records do not corroborate the detailed narratives of targeted harassment or a coordinated disinformation campaign specifically designed to drive him crazy. Official investigations into Schneider's claims and his death, recorded as suicide in 1996, have not revealed any evidence linking his demise to such operations. The story of government agents allegedly involved in undermining Schneider is part of a broader tapestry of UFO and underground conspiracy theories. In this context, claims often become entangled with speculative interpretations, with little in the way of independently verifiable documentation. And there you have it, Philip Schneider's chilling testimony, the secrets of Dulce Base, and the questions that still remain. Was he telling the truth? Was he silenced for what he knew? Or was it all part of something even more complex? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you believe? And if you enjoyed tonight's deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, follow the show, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. We're just scratching the surface, and trust me, there's so much more to uncover. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and keep questioning everything. This is Reno Rains signing off. See you in the next one.